So he is trying to support with his body shape that pressure, which is a lot different than if he's trying to support, like forearm block, that pressure. Now they look on the outside super similar, but I'm guaranteeing when you do this, what you feel on the inside is going to be unbelievably different. Do you understand? One, and you can almost, I'm going to try to, like, one is like I'm trying to like compress my body and support that block. And what happens in time is that little compression is going to be almost instantaneous. Just like, but in the beginning, really, you have to feel. But that's way different than that feeling. This is like opening feeling. Like an archer expanding their body into the bow is what that feels like to me. Way different than what that feels like. Makes Agi okay? That's like a totally different feeling. Now he's trying to make a connection through his back into his supporting leg. Do you follow? Good. So what I would like you to do is with your partner, and make a punch or something, say a boitsuki, push, makes gyakutsuki, makes tate shuto. I want you to do this with your partner a little bit. And I want you to kind of, as a guy receiving the feeling, try to really say, whoa, I never really thought about what an exercise physiologist might call the power train, the internal connection of your body to support a movement. That's getting deeper into the essence of the technique. Okay? Give it a try easy with your partner. So in a macro scale, like when I'm doing that in a full body motion, you're seeing this sort of, this kind of thing. Like, and in acceleration, it's there, but it's harder to see, but it's like, so yeah, and that's what's going to give it that connection, like that. The thing that I would characterize with being karate, that's the thing that's the karate. The shape is just an avenue to get you to do karate. But I would say the essence of karate is these internal feelings. My teacher said the essence of karate is the feeling, the kimochi, not the shape. The inside thing is the karate. And you just sort of get to it by making a shape that is a hint of what your body should be looking like when it's doing it. But you can't stop there. You have to go to the inside thing. Do you follow? So that the macro thing would be your whole body breathing. And I use that word in a very kind of offbeat way. But that kind of... When I'm punching, it's like... Watch Okinawan karate people, like the older styles, like the older Okinawan styles, they got a lot of stuff in their movement. I mean, their whole body is, it's breathing when they're moving. You see it. Like Goju-ryu, some of those styles, when you watch them, I said, wow, this guy's got a lot happening inside. When they do, forearm conditioning, they got really good connection to their partner. The weight is on everything, you understand? It's not just flopping around. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand in like Hangetsu Dachi, and you're going to push your partner back by pressing down and kind of creating a wave that goes through your body. So I'm not just making a shape. This is just a shape. This is a connection. A connection. Do you understand? So get with a partner. It doesn't have to be hard, but make this. Now notice I'm not leaning into him. I'm connecting and creating a wave that's going in this direction, like through my body. And that's best I can articulate what I'm trying to explain. Okay, this is a macro scale. A micro scale would be your hands doing that. So make like shito. Yeah. So I oftentimes will watch people do kata, whether in a class like this or like on the internet watching even people in world-class, competition, and you watch their hands, and a lot of times you see people's hands having sort of that same kind of, just a shape, and nothing going on inside the shape. Do you follow? So when I make shuto, I'm thinking like, for a second, my hand is breathing. I'm becoming more alive with my karate. My hand is breathing. So when I strike with shuto for a second, is pop! That breathing thing goes that way, or the breathing thing goes that way, or it goes, it's like that way, or that way. My hand is doing what my body's doing thematically. Do you follow? And there are kata, Goju-ryu kata, where you kind of start to learn, like you practice a kata say tensho, and you do these sort of things where your hand is kind of learning to feel. How do you change the place where you're putting that thing? Like how many times you see people that make nukite? Everyone make nukite. I see so many times people do nukite, and it's like, what are you thinking? I mean, you're going to break your finger in your nukite. I mean, it's just like, you're making a shape thoughtlessly. Your nukite should be, for a second when you make nukite, should be boom. So it's like, for a second, my nukite, bam, has the same thing that bam, has the same thing that bam. Are you following me on that? So my objective when I watch you guys, because you all are very dedicated, obviously, very long time training, very dedicated practice. But I think if you want to transition from where you're at to that next place, I would start investigating the quote inside breathing thing. Okay, and sometimes it doesn't mean you'd have to train any harder. You train in a more deliberate fashion. So if you're doing say hongetsu or something, I mean, you really start to feel like, and what he was talking about, this sort of bam kind of feeling, almost like a rubber band. We have a different vernacular, but we're saying many of the things that are the same. I think a lot like what he's talking about, like compress, expand. I think like I use the analogy of like when you're shooting a bow and arrow. Like when you draw the bow back, you're like creating a potential in the instrument, and then you're letting go, and it's the letting go that makes the thing occur. Does that make sense? So it's not start and stop. It's like it's just. Bam! It's like it has that elastic feeling. Get your body to feel elastic on the inside. And that dovetails back to, I would also say, being really relaxed. Because if you're not relaxed, that thing that you're trying to get is occluded over with a bunch of tension. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you might be doing what he's saying you're doing, but you got so much extra tension that you're not feeling it because there's all this other crap going on in the way. So you're looking for maximum effect, minimal effort. So I want that effect. I want that relaxed effect, or that snapping effect, but I got to get to it by cutting away everything that doesn't belong. You understand? Snap. Do you follow what I'm saying? So I'm not starting from zero power. I'm not starting from a neutral place. I'm taking this pressure, snapping it into that pressure. So say Paul makes Gidambarai. What I'd like you to do is you're going to get to your partner like this. You're the bubble. You're the inside of the bubble. You're going to press a little bit on it. You don't want to fall. You're doing it by opening your body. So I'm going to do this, and now he's going to use that pressure feeling to launch his reverse punch. Yeah, go back again. Go super slow. So watch, just you're here. Now watch. Now just don't even punch. Just let go. Press. Now just let go. Yeah, push on my back once. Press down here. What? Press. Now what? Press. And then this is what you want. This pressure, letting go. You see the let go? The let go is the transition to the next technique. So the one technique is linking to the next with these changes in pressure, like pushing on a beach ball. Like you push on a beach ball and it snaps back. You push on a beach ball, it snaps back. So your body, as it goes from one movement to the next, has that dynamic. Do you understand? Yeah, give it a try what we just did. I think that might help you understand. Deflate. Like when you come through the striking part, your body gonna do the deflating thing. Just like when we went from this punch and the initiation of the gyakutsuki was the deflate, right? Like pull the rubber band, snap that deflating feeling. That happens like here, like boom. Here, that feeling right at the end of the strike. It's just like here, heavy. Here, heavy. You see it? Here,